Nachmittag wünsche ich euch. Ich hoffe, euch geht's gut. Mir geht's heute auch gut, ja. Ist halt Sonntag, ne? Ich hoffe, ihr habt auch heute einen schönen Tag schon gehabt. Einen ruhigen, relaxten Tag. Ja, ich habe mir überlegt, Sherlock Holmes weiterzuspielen, weil es war gestern richtig spannend auch. Wir haben ja gestern den Fall der Schwarze Peter gemacht und wir haben den richtigen Mörder auf jeden Fall gefunden. So, jetzt sind wir bei Fall Nummer 2 und zwar das Rätsel auf den Gleisen. Wir waren ja gestern schon kurz da, aber wir sollten uns dann umsehen. Da gehen wir erstmal ins Spiel rein und dann sehen wir uns um in dem Spiel. So, und auf jeden Fall vielen Dank noch für den Follower. Habe mich sehr darüber gefreut. Und über die Aufrufe auf jeden Fall auch. Ich hoffe, ihr seid auch dabei. Und rätselt fleißig mit. Gut. Will es jetzt gehen oder nicht? Keine Ahnung. Ja, nicht. Ja, auf jeden Fall fortfahren. So, Tatort untersuchen. Da sind wir ja gestern stehen geblieben. Jetzt geht mal kurz nach Watson.
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible. Is it, Holmes?
Gut. Das ist unsere Kutsche. Dann schauen wir uns mal um. Vielleicht finden wir jetzt. Können wir hier rein? Ja, sehr schön. Okay, hier kann man nichts angucken. Gehen wir hier. Jetzt auch nochmal rein. Steht hier.
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
In dem Zug verschwunden ist. Okay.
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared. Okay, egal. First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
Mal kurz hier gucken. Untersuchen Sie das Gleis in dem Gebiet, in dem der Zug verschwunden ist. Ach so, okay. Hier auf dem Gleis. Ach so, hier geht's raus.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
Was haben wir hier? Leere Flasche.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
Eisenbahn.
Railway sleepers, nothing unusual.
Boden bei den Schienen.
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
Okay, Melbourne, verschwunden Zug, herausfinden eine kalte Eisenbahnstation. Sammeln Sie mehr Informationen über den verschwundenen Zug. Besorgen Sie sich die Streckenkarte der Eisenbahnlinie dieser Region. Das wäre für die Ermittlung von großem Nutzen. Was sagt was dazu?
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
Das ist echt eine Frage.
A discarded.
Dann gehen wir mal zurück zum Bahnhof. Vielleicht können wir jetzt ins Gebäude. Ich hoffe. Ja, sehr gut. Das haben wir hier. Bürotisch. Untersuchen wir mal. Hier ist ein Telegramm.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
Hinweise an alle Bahnhöfe. Mr. Robinson befindet sich im Bahnhof Bridlington. Was haben wir hier? Zugzusammenteilung. Genau.
Here is the train set.
Linie Nottingham, London, Tiefzug, LNER, Nummer 324, Zusammenstellung, Lokomotive, Kohlenwagen, Erste-Klasse-Wagen, Postwagen, Sonderwagen, gebucht von Mr. Robinson, zweite Klasse Wagen. Also eine Zusammenstellung, den Abteil von dem Zug. Haben wir hier noch ein
A telegraph.
Los untersuchen.
A telegraph.
Ja, was müssen wir untersuchen? Was haben wir hier? Haben wir jetzt alles hier? Telegramm. War ja nicht da in der Nähe noch ein eine Tür. Lokomotive.
An old locomotive bell.
Dann haben wir hier noch
This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
Okay, was haben wir hier noch? Ich will am besten mal das besuchen, weil ich möchte nicht irgendwo hingehen und fehlt es. Was haben wir jetzt hier? Ersatzteile wieder.
This part is probably from a locomotive.
Oder Lokomotive. Du stehst mir immer im Weg. So, Watson, was machen wir jetzt? Hier ist das. Informationen sammeln. Was gibt's hier? Dauert wieder. Ich will nicht gehen. Hier. Hier waren wir eben drin.
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
So. Dann würden wir sagen, wir analysieren den Herrn mal. Das wäre so. Hier ist was. Ehrenbahnhof vor Steher. Erdspuren. Ehren. Graue Haare. So, jetzt können wir im Verhör nehmen. Informationen über den Zug.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
Sonderwagen.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows, and they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private, and it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Okay, Streckenkarte.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
sich eine Karte, eine Streckenkarte der Eisenbahnlinien dieser Region. Das wäre für die Ermittlung von großem Nutzen. Finden Sie heraus, was der Sonderwagen des verschwundenen Zuges transportiert. Streckenkarte haben wir hier nicht.
This part is probably from a locomotive. Railway post bags. A telegraph.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
Dieser Mann ist 60 Jahre alt oder etwas älter und seit langem verheiratet. Die frischen Erdspuren seiner Ärmel offenbaren seine Leidenschaft für Gartenarbeit. Die Auszeichnung als Ehrenbahnhofsvorsteher stärkt, dass er hier schon sehr lange tätig ist. Aus all dem ist zu schließen, dass er am liebsten ein ruhiges und unaufgeregtes Leben führt. Aber kriegen wir nicht genug Karten.
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
Railway sleepers. Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. a telegraph.
The entire train has disappeared.
Railway post bags. This part is probably from a locomotive. This part is probably from a locomotive.
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
Warum wird dieser Ort nicht angezeigt? Ich verstehe das nicht. Ich verstehe es nicht.
This part is probably from a locomotive. An old locomotive bell. This part is probably from a locomotive. This map will be useful.
Na endlich. Gott sei Dank. Jetzt wird es mir angezeigt. Gucken, ob wir das reißen können.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
Aber sag ich rum, wenn es die nächste geht.
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. But what kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
Bahnhof Bridlington.
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
Perfekt, jetzt haben wir es. Gut, jetzt können wir nach Bridlington gehen. Jetzt zusammenbauen können wir leider noch nichts. Nö. Dann warten wir noch damit. Gut. Fahrradfahren. Na, da muss man
A telegraph.
ein Dokument.
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Versicherungsschein für Prototyp. Versicherungsschein, Versicherung abgeschlossen von Thomas Robinson für sein Prototyp mit der Bezeichnung autonomer Stromgenerator. Diese Versicherung deckt den Totalschaden oder den wirtschaftlichen Totalschaden am Prototyp bis zu einer Höhe von 50% des Gegenstandwertes. Maximale Deckungssumme 15.000 Pfund. Versicherungsdauer 1 Jahr verlängerbar.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
Problem mit den Fahrgästen.
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with 2 furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
Gut, dann müssen wir den Herrn mal analysieren, was wir so finden für Merkmale. So, Gesicht, junges Alter. irgendwas Ungewöhnliches gestern?
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Versicherungsschein? No.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Berichte der Vorsitzenden sind vertraulich.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice any...
I did.
What was it?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Okay. Eine mir jetzt unerfahrener Vorherseher.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
Seltsames Telegramm.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Baku. Halte 4. Zug, kleiner. Der Bericht des Bahnhofsvorstehers von Chesterfield über den verschwundenen Zug strotzt nur von Fehlern und ist kaum zu verstehen. Es ist nicht klar, ob es bestätigt, dass der Zug des Bahnhofs passiert hat oder nicht. Ja, man will es nicht egal. Gut, dann haben wir jetzt einmal Bahnhof. Finden Sie heraus, das haben wir schon, sammeln Sie Informationen mit den Fahrgästen, die an Bord des verschwundenen Zuges waren. Gut, schauen wir uns mal um. Mr. Robertson, Meeting der Fahrgast, was hat er zu sagen?
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
Gut, eine
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Fahrgast an Bord des verschwundenen Zuges. Ups, was mache ich denn hier? Zurück.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Reiche Fahrgäste.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, sir. So, this is Mr. Robinson.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
So, analysieren wir mal. Gut. Australischer Hut. Teure Kleidung. Schwerer Goldring. Teure Schuhe, Krokodilleder. So, Mr. Robinson.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
So, Sonderwagen.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
Firmenbesitzer.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazes Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazes Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
Der Wert des Prototyps.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in. And yet, I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damned train.
Waren Sie an Bord?
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you travelling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
Versicherung des Prototyps.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
Wichtige Reisetasche.
I see that you kept your gripsack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him. The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barkazes Chilean Company.
So, Spuren vom Zug, Telegramm aus Chesterfield, no. Oder, Chilen blieb an Bord des Zuges. Ja. Sonderwagen. Telegramm. Spuren vom Zug auch nicht. Okay. Yes. Oh, da haben wir schon einen zusammengesetzt. Unfall. Die Chilenen blieben rein zufällig an Bord des Zuges. Der Kontrolleur könnte sie übersehen haben. Chilen an Bord gelassen. Die Besitzer der chilenischen Firma Barrazas wurde vorsätzlich an Bord des Zuges gelassen. Der Kontrolleur ließ alle Fahrgäste bis auf die Chilenen aussteigen. Das können wir später setzen. Zusammensetzen. Außer können wir noch was. Was müssen wir jetzt tun? Dieser Mann ist auf jeden Fall reich und genießt einen hohen Status in der Gesellschaft. Das sieht man eindeutig an seinen teuren Kleidern und seine goldenen Ringen. Sein australischer Hut und seine Krokodil-Lederstiefel verraten, dass er aus dem Ausland nach England gekommen ist. Höchstwahrscheinlich ist er auf eine Geschäftsreise. Untersuchen Sie am Bahnhof von Burlington Mrs. Robinson Reisetasche, die sich im Gepäckraum befindet. Okay.
Don't touch anything, please.
Ich war schon. Okay.
railway post bags.
Mr. Robinson Reisetasche. Schauen wir, was drin ist.
This gripsack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
Okay, wir müssen das knacken.
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully. An exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
Prototyp. Sonderwagen. Was haben wir hier? Robinson Motiv. Aufgrund der Versicherung und von mehreren betrügerischen Inklusivverträgen wird der Verlust des Prototyps Mrs. Robinson eine hohe Geldsumme einbringen. Ich weiß nicht. Oh, ich kann das nicht ändern. Gut, ich glaube, wir können jetzt nichts mehr tun. Dann würde ich sagen, wir gehen jetzt auch wieder da. Okay. Jetzt sind wir in Chesterfield. Schon mal nach Hause auf. Dann schauen wir uns mal in Chesterfield. Angler Werbeplakat.
A fishing advertisement.
Nichts Bestimmtes, okay. Nichts gehen wir hier.
A telegraph.
Morsecode Alphabet.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
Gut, was habe ich hier noch? So, Chesterfield, Vorsteher.
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
Huh? What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
Gut, Fahrgäste. Aber ich würde am liebsten noch nachschauen. So. Gerötete Nase. Saubere Kleidung. Verheiratet. Angelschnur. Flachmann. Alkohol. So, Fahrgäste.
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
Seltsames Telegramm.
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
Alkoholiker Bing.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Okay.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is.
Ja,
Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
Okay, dann können wir jetzt wieder was zusammensetzen. Wir haben hier Prototyp. Nee. Nein. Sonderwagen. Robinson Motiv. Aufgrund der Versicherung und von den mehreren betrügerischen Inklusivverträgen wird der Verlust des Prototyps Mr. Robinson eine hohe Geldsumme einbringen. Robinson nimmt ein Opfer. Der Verlust des Prototyps ist eine Katastrophe. Für Mr. Robinson, auch wenn der Betrug geplant hat, hat er viel mehr verloren, als er entschädigt werden können. Die Versicherung deckt nicht den Gesamtwert der Maschine. Warten wir noch. Wir setzen alles jetzt zusammen. Weil kommt drauf an, wen wir verhaften müssen. Okay, das haben wir auch. Sehr gut. Noch irgendwas? Zug. Okay.
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes. I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
Nee, glaube ich auch nicht. Okay.
There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock. railway post bags.
Besonders unser inneres Auge benutzen. Hier vor Boden. Kratzer. Spur.
Bags were recently dragged here. French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful. This Robinson fellow seems suspicious to me.
Ja, ich glaube auch. Das ist
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
Teile der Draisine, keine Spuren vom Zug. Zugexperiment. Die demonstrierte Draisine scheint mit unserem Rätsel zusammenzuhängen. Bauen wir die Draisine wieder zusammen, um zu sehen, ob man sie für einen Zug halten könnte. Gut, aber ich würde erstmal mit Bahnhof von Rätsel
Will I ever get any peace?
Der Bahnhof Vorseher von Chesterfield ist Alkoholiker. Die Farben seiner Gesichtshaut und vor allem seiner Nase beweisen das ohne Zweifel. Trotzdem sieht es aus, als ob sich seine Frau gut um ihn kümmert. Er ist faul, abgelenkt und ganz offensichtlich nicht in der Lage, seine Arbeit korrekt zu erledigen. Die demontierte Draisine scheint mit unserem Rätsel zusammenzuhängen. Bauen wir sie zusammen, um zu sehen, ob sie uns halten könnte.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
Wir müssen das Teil jetzt zusammenhalten.
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object here. I should I should use the appropriate object here. 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 So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle. We need to attach a headlight and a steam whistle. We need to attach... I need something long for the headlight to be attached. I need some... The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher. The steam whistle is ready to be used. Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
Eine gewöhnliche Streckenkarte der Eisenbahnlinien in dieser Region von Bahnhof Rätsel.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly. Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station. This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed. It is fortunate that we took it with us.
Die Gegend die Eisenbahnspeicher untersuchen. Eine detaillierte Streckenkarte. Diese Region inklusive aller Nebengleisen. Eisenbahnbereiche. müssen wir zum anderen Bahnhof fahren. Wir müssen zum Bahnhof. Wir schauen uns nochmal die einen Spuren an.
Railway sleepers, nothing. Railway sleepers, nothing unusual.
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
Traces. Let's take a closer look.
Spuren eines schweres Fahrzeug.
Nothing interesting here. No. Nothing interesting here. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
Dabei handelt es sich um ein abgerissenes Depot in der Nähe von Aversham. Dort sind auch Spuren einer schweren Fahrzeug mit einer Spurweite von ca. 6 Fuß, 7 Zoll zu finden, mit dem höchstwahrscheinlichen Material transportiert wurde.
This road should lead to the town of Evesham. This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
A fake train. Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
Abgerissenes Depot. Ja. Falsche Taste. Abgerissenes Depot. So.
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
See you later, my good man. Mines. This is interesting. The switch is rusted, but it still works. It would be quite possible for someone to redirect the train towards the mines. This suitcase contains my archives.
Gut, fortfahren.
Here are the mines, Holmes. They appear to be abandoned.
Was haben wir hier? Fahrzeugspur. Abmessen.
Nothing interesting. The distance between the tracks is about 4 feet 8 inches. A lightly loaded vehicle came this way. There is a wooden beam lying on the rails. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. The distance between the tracks is... A lightly loaded vehicle came this way. A small vehicle with wooden beams went down this way.
Die Spuren bei den Minen sind relativ frisch und stammen von einem leichten Fahrzeug mit einer Spur von ca. 4 Fuß und 8 Zoll.
This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow you, Holmes.
Straße, Spuren auf dem Boden, fehlende Schienen. Was liegt hier?
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
Gestohlene Schienenstücke. Mine ist eingestürzt. Ne, Mine ist eingestürzt. Schienen zu den Mine fehlen. Gestohlene Schienenstücke. Ne. So. Was haben wir hier? Verschwand früher. Der Zug kam nie in Evesham an. Er verschwand bereits vorher. In Evesham selbst hat jemand eine Zugattrappe eingesetzt, die aus einer Draisine und Zugersatzteilen vom Bahnhof in Chesterfield bestand. Okay. Creepy. Okay, schauen wir jetzt mal.
This is the cabin for the mine's security personnel. This box must be the safe. Let's open it. The Mexican company Caracal and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
Neue Sicherheitshinweise an das gesamte WEA-Co-Sicherheitspersonal. Hiermit informieren wir Sie darüber, dass die Barcazas-Gruppe ab sofort freien Zugang zu allen Anlagen. Hallo Hexer, schön, dass du vorbeischaust. Oder hello. Hat. In Zukunft werden die Minen dieser Firma gehören. Ebenfalls ab sofort darf kein Vertreter des Caracal-Konsortiums Räderanlagen betreten und vorläufige Kaufvertrag wurden annulliert. Setzen Sie diese neuen Vorschriften. Okay, no problem. I can a little bit English. Also you can write in English with me. Umgeben Sie aber die Informationen nicht weiter, da sie vertraulich sind. That's not a problem. Also you can write English with me English. I understand you. Thanks for watching. Hab ich jetzt alles hier? Okay, you have in the morning. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we have yeah, in 1 hour's evening. Also 6, also wir haben jetzt 5 p.m.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Genau, was machen wir als nächstes? Telegramm. Yes, Resident Evil and Uncharted is my lovely game. I have Resident Evil 6 play, I have Revelation 1, and yeah, that's all. Fair, I can't, yeah. Fair, I have a long time of PC gaming, and yes, favorite game I have the 1, 2, 3 sides. Yeah. Elden Ring, yeah. I can this game. Yeah, Elden Ring is so popular. At moment, all people playing this game. For me, is this game difficult? Yeah, for the bosses and the other one. Uncharted 4, yeah, I played this. I have this game 3 pieces playing, and I have the other one Uncharted 3 play it. It's on my playlist. YouTube, yeah, I have YouTube Let's Plays. The name for the channel is World of Emotion 92 and 87. You can look it there. Can you look it for all gameplays? Yeah. The Last of Us. No, I don't play this. I have this game, the old game for Last of Us, PS3 playing. Our graphic is wonderful, I must say. Dark Souls, oh, that's not for me. It's not my game. Okay, take this. I do this, yeah. Yeah, and the Elden Ring is so much expensive. Ah, okay. I know why, yes. I play this game tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning. I've been on the 74. The Guess Man. You can also stream on Twitch or privately. Yeah, I'm too. But I have not all playing. Yes. Perfect. You can well, follow me on Twitch. Mostly here in 992. Sorry, I write in your the so. This is my name for the channel Twitch. You can follow me. I follow it back. Oh, thanks. Okay, I'm confirming later, yeah? Okay, yeah.
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you...
You have up playing for the Sherlock Holmes. It's a nice game. I have the other one, Devil. Actually, I don't know who the name is. Okay. Da war noch ein Päckchen. Okay. Gut. Playing. So. Habe ich irgendwas vergessen? Na, hier war ich schon drin. Resident Evil 4, yeah. Resident Evil 4 is a nice game, long time not playing. Ach so, das ist okay. Nein, ich will nicht zurück. I don't know. Creepy. Seltsames Päckchen.
This is an unusual kind of paper, stiff and dry. It was used for a specific purpose. Let us look inside.
Yeah, we're looking inside. Okay.
Sawdust.
Sägemehl.
I am almost certain it is a... Watson, could you assist, please? Do you have your pistol? Good. Fire at this package.
Oh, nice.
Dynamite.
Okay, gestohlene Schienenstücke. Die Mine wurde Mine ist eingestürzt. Mine wurde gesprengt. Was haben wir hier? Das haben wir schon. Okay. Verschwand. Zug versteckt. Die Mine ist eingestürzt und hat den Zug unter sich begraben. Dazu wurde Dynamit benutzt, nachdem der Zug in die Mine gefahren worden war. Sabotage. Die Mine wurde mit Dynamit gesprengt. Jemand wollte sie vorsätzlich zum Einsturz bringen. Oh, not good. Okay. Okay, ich habe jetzt alles.
Holmes, I don't understand. Why do you care so much about this business with the mines?
I don't know. Okay, zurück nach Chesterfield. Oh, den geben wir jetzt so
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the WEA Coal Company. Here is his reply, and it is an interesting one.
Es gibt zwei Firmen, Bazazos und Chile und Carazal aus Mexiko. Beide Unternehmen wollten die Mine der Firma WEA Coal kaufen. Das mexikanische Carazal Consortium hat bereits eine vorläufige Vereinbarung erreicht und die Verträge vorbereitet. Allerdings gelang es der chilenischen Bazazos-Gruppen mithilfe ihrer einflussreichen Verbindung, sich der Zuschlag für den Kauf der Minen zu sichern. He's sleeping. He must too much alcohol. What's going to say? Okay.
French wine, a remarkable vintage. Railway post bags.
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
I had thought that all station masters... What should we do next, Holmes?
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
Beim Bahnhof von Chesterfield haben wir eine Reihe von kürzlich benutzten Werkzeugen gefunden. Allerdings es sind keinerlei Anzeichen von Aktivitäten an den Bahnhof.
This suit...
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman.
Okay, dann schauen wir uns mal hier um, würde ich sagen. Hier kann man her. Was haben wir hier? Zigarettenstummel. Ist noch frisch.
This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
Oh
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
Okay, hier Asche. Verbranntes Stück Papier.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
Verbranntes Stück Papier. Keine Notiz, wie es aussieht.
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans.
Verbrannte Notiz. Eine verbrannte Notiz aus dem Asche im Wartesaal des Bahnhofs von Doncaster. Man kann noch einen kleinen Teil der Notiz lesen. Daran geht hervor, dass es einen Konflikt zwischen den Chilenen und den Mexikanern gibt. Das haben wir.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
betting slips for horse racing. A telegraph.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking. Watson, would you like some tea?
No.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
So, Fahrgäste.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph. Just the same as all the other nights.
So, Mexicano.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake.
Kein Groll. Die Mexikaner hegen keinen Groll gegen die Chilenen. Geschäft ist schließlich Geschäft.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. A greenish brown. These.
That means.
Well. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. Watson, it seems that both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
The man at Doncaster who fled our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
Untersuchen Sie den Küstenbereich des Sees. Finden Sie den Mann, der im Badesaal von Doncaster Zigarren raucht. Mit den Zigaretten raucht. Ja.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Watson.
No.
I don't know, ob ich richtig bin.
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster Station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest.
Ja, wir machen am nächsten Mal weiter. Gut. Thank you, Hexo, for watching me. And the follower. So, und an die anderen, die mir auch zugeschaut haben, vielen Dank. Seid auf jeden Fall auch morgen wieder mit dabei. Morgen wird dann Fall 17 Noir weitergespielt. Und zwar waren wir ja bei der Fortsetzung der Gasmann gewesen. Morgen ist um 11 Uhr live. Ich wünsche euch auf jeden Fall noch einen schönen Sonntagabend und seid auch gerne wieder morgen mit dabei. Und bye bye Hexo. Tschüss.